Imagine closing your eyes while something with claws is walking just beyond the firelight. There is no door to lock, no walls strong enough to trust, no phone, alarm, or flashlight beside you. You are lying on grass, surrounded by darkness, noise, and hungry animals. Then you willingly fall unconscious for hours. That sounds less like rest and more like volunteering to become dinner. Yet ancient humans did it night after night, and the reason may still be sleeping beside you. Sleep is one of the strangest deals evolution ever made. Your muscles relax, your eyes close, your attention disappears from the outside world. For a predator, that should make you easiest meal on the landscape. Our distant primate relatives reduced some danger by sleeping above the ground, but our ancestors eventually began spending more nights down where the dangerous animals lived. The ground gave them room to stretch out and sleep more deeply. It also removed the helpful feature called not being at mouth level. So humans did not solve sleep with one invention. They built layers of safety, and every layer depended on other people. The first layer was location. A good camp was not chosen because the sunset looked nice. People looked for visibility, dry ground, shelter, and fewer easy paths for an animal to sneak through. An open edge could reveal movement before it reached the sleepers. A rock wall could protect one side of the camp. Thorny brush could make the other side uncomfortable to cross. Even a small barrier could turn a silent approach into a noisy one. Then come the most famous layer, fire. Fire gave light, warmth, smoke, and a place for everyone to gather. It could discourage some animals from walking straight into camp, but fire was not a magical force field. It shrank, it smoked, it needed fuel, and anything brave, desperate, or familiar with humans could still come close. So the fire worked best when somebody noticed it was dying. That brings us the third layer, the sleeping circle. People did not scatter across the landscape like separate hotel rooms. They slept near family, children, friends, and the shared fire. One strange sound could wake several people instead of one lonely target. One person could steer the coals, another could calm a child, another could hear footsteps that did not belong. Safety came from overlapping ears. But there is the part most people miss. The whole camp did not need to agree on the same bedtime. Some people naturally got tired early. Others kept talking, fixing tools, watching the fire, or finishing a task. Some woke before sunrise. Others woke several times during the night. Older people and younger people often carry different body clocks. Put enough different clocks in one camp, and the night begins to cover itself. There may be no official guard. There may be no schedule crashed into a rock. Yet, while one person sinks into deep sleep, another is still awake. When that person finally lies down, an early riser may soon begin moving. The handoff happens without anyone announcing it. It is less like a military watch and more like messy family relay race. And messy may have been good enough. Researchers saw a striking version of this pattern among Hadza hunter gatherers in Tanzania. They tracked nighttime activity across a camp for 20 days. Across that entire period, everyone was scored as asleep at the same time for only 18 minutes. For 99.8% of the sampled night, at least one person was awake or lightly active. The median number active at any moment was 8. Nobody had to stand on a tower holding a spear. Different bedtimes, wake times, ages, and nighttime interruptions created sentinel like coverage. The Hadza are modern people, not a frozen picture of prehistory. So the study cannot tell us exactly what one ancient camp did on one ancient night, but it shows how a human group can produce a living alarm system without planning one. The person who struggles to stay awake after sunset is useful. So the person whose eyes open before everyone else, even the restless sleeper, may hear the branch snap first. What looks like bad synchronization can become group protection. Our differences were not always problems to fix. Sometimes they were just shield. This may help explain why humans are such flexible sleepers. We can sleep alone, but many of us relax faster when trusted people are nearby. We can sleep in silence, yet still wake instantly to the right sound. A parent may ignore traffic and hear one tiny cough from a child. Your brain does not simply switch off. It keeps sorting safe noise from important noise in the background. And in an unfamiliar place, that system can become more alert. The first night in a new room often feels lighter and more broken. Your conscious mind sees a hotel bed, An older part of your brain sees untested territory. For most of human history, that caution had a job. The cost of one rough night was small. The cost of ignoring the wrong sound could be everything. Today, many of us sleep behind walls, locks, cameras, and glowing alarm panels. Predators are usually not circling the bedroom. Still, the old system has not completely clocked out. We check the room. We listen when the house suddenly goes quiet. We feel safer when someone we trust is close. The night owl keeps scrolling. The early bird starts making coffee. And for a few minutes, the house is almost never completely unguarded. Ancient humans did not survive sleep because they stopped being vulnerable. They survived because they were vulnerable together.